All right, guys, back at it again in the Altezi. Yes, sir. We're on a little road trip early in the morning at these beautiful back roads in my neighborhood or in my area. I love to ride on these roads in the Z or in the G when the G is operable. But of course, today's video is for the G. Pretty much gonna go be picking up a new part. I have been away from YouTube for like a really long time, and I plan to, once I get like all my parts together, I'll kind of like, of course, unveil the parts because it's pretty cool. Finally making some moves on the G, some big moves, and then kind of just let you guys know where I've been for like the last couple of months, because it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. So yeah, I'll be giving you guys an update pretty much in this video, but might just get like a little aesthetic B-roll, you know what I mean? And then yeah, I really don't have a plan on how I'm gonna do this, but hope you guys enjoy. I really appreciate you guys showing love, and I'll try to show you guys what it is. I always give up. I'm not good with trying to keep surprises, but yeah, no, definitely try to watch it till the end if you can. I appreciate it. Like, comment, subscribe, and let's go up. Alright, package secured. We're leaving Buddy's house. Yeah, I got some parts that I needed. I'll let you guys know the deets when we get to the crib. I can hear that bitch in the back moving. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and comment now which y'all think it is. Y'all probably gonna be wrong, but it's all good. Go ahead and get some comments in there. As you can see, we got a transmission here. Automatic diff. Automatic drive shaft is out. Excuse the mess, doggos. Made a mess. Say what's up to the doggos. But we are grinding. Yeah, so we got a CD09 trans for a steel. Hell yeah, it came with some other goodies. Got this in for free. The manual, like transmission mount. Got the dust boot thing, little thingy hickey there, whatever. I just pulled this out, just inspected the pilot bushing. Saw we got one of those good things. Both look like they've been replaced in its lifetime. Shifter felt good. It was going in all its gears. Did I mention it's a CD09? I'm dead. But yeah, I gotta get the sleeve, and then I already have this is my box of parts. Got all the parts that I need for the most part. Yeah, bearing right there, coyote. But yeah, working on the automatic transmission under the car. Got the jack from Harbor Freight down there. I have pulled a 370Z manual transmission with that, and it held up. Like, it was I wasn't like nervous at any point. Just got to be careful with where you have it strapped in. So I'm working on that. I did get the torque converter bolts out. That was a pain in the ass because you have to turn the crank, which is a 19 mil bolt. I think these were like 14s. So yeah, it was weird using like a 3/8. What is it? 3/8. Like wrench. This is obviously a half, but like a 3/8, to a 14, and it went right beyond where on the back of the transmission there's this plate, and it has like a little bolt, so you pull it and you can get into the housing of the trans or whatever where the torque converter bolts are. And it wasn't really that bad. You just got to be careful to turn this motor on the crank clockwise slowly. And we also got the transmission cooling lines and the dipstick out. Both of those are pretty easy. For the dipstick, it was two 12 mil bolts. That's the gasket over there. Yeah, so two 12 or 10s. I think they were two 10s. And then my automatic trans apparently has been removed at some point. So these were supposed to be kind of like clipped on together. They weren't. So that's cool. It was easier to get this out, but there usually are like bolts along like the oil pump and the oil filter and different things like that, like where it's Made it to the engine and the trans. Hoses from the coolant, like the trans cooler. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I did end up getting that top transmission bolt out from up here, so I just used a half wrench, this sucker, and then it was a 17 and it came right off, and I didn't have to remove like any other stuff to get throw on it. It was actually pretty spacious, so it was easy. Also got the skid plate off, obviously white pipe, tome off, and then I'm pretty sure, I'm sorry for the mess, but I'm trying to get into it, guys. But yeah, I got the replacement. This is the manual setup for the middle console. Also, where my parts are: Z1 clutch, Z1 flywheel. I also got the middle thing. I was trying to pull that boot out because I have a more spicier one that we could do. Little bride, rep gear. But yeah, I want to put my clutch and flywheel in today. Other side of the garage. You see, I got dog pool, PPE from last job, some residual oil, dog food. Probably doesn't need to be in that proximity, but anyway, got some shop stuff today. Good paper towels, good fluid to clean the flywheel off, new Saka gloves, XLs, because we got big hands. Well, me moving this chair. Yeah. Came up on a spare battery recently. Isn't that dope? Brand new battery. I changed this dude's battery at my school. Gotta talk about school in this video. But yeah, fucker ended up giving me the battery. I tested it, it was fine. He needs an alternator. I told him that, but some people, you know, they already know. Engine degreaser, you know, just random stuff. Gonna clean some stuff off. Clean the trans before it goes in. PP blaster, I thought I needed, but it's always good to have. Anybody wants this, you can have it. This came out to $370. Stock setup isn't that bad. I mean, I just put this over it. I need to get some greases and stuff like that. Probably sand this down. Yeah, but I came up, got a steel on this trans, and yeah, I know you guys saw the seats were out. Took the seats out. I want to put some seats in here. Already making money back, as you can see. Good change. These bow mats need to be clean. Got it out the back. Yeah, we are. I mean, bro, I'm fully committing, so yeah. Gonna try to get this knocked out. I've been working on it for a while. Sorry I haven't posted, but this is the new stage, is just making this car a manual. And yeah, I'll definitely reference the videos that I'm using to complete this. If you have 6-ton jacks, you can do this at home. Yeah, I just can't be a bitch, and you can do this. But yeah, she's gonna be even doper than she already is. I've got a clean body. I feel like this might be the way to go if you can't get a reasonable manual, is buying a clean automatic. This is like a mechanic special type deal. Like if you know how to work on cars, you can definitely do this, or have the patience, you know, gotta have the right setup, just a coverage, you know, so throughout the, you know, the conditions and stuff like that, you can work. But I think this is doable. Anybody could really do this. You just gotta have the patience, and you gotta kind of have the funds to acquire all these parts. They were not inexpensive, and I tried to do things the most budget as I could for this car, just because at the end of the day it is just a G35. But I don't know, it just, the automatic trans, like after it got tuned, like they were telling me that the motor still had more in it, but like it was just like not getting the most power because of the trans and the gearing. I was just like blowed with that. So yeah, the fuck I'm doing like this with a Tiptronic versus just having a 6-speed at this point. I've already been practicing with the Z. Might try to get you guys some POV footage of me driving the Z. That's kind of what this channel, I want it to be, is us grinding to become better drivers. I kind of wanted this to be a daily. And I mean, I want to drive it when I want to drive it. I want it to be a dope street car that can drift, you know, or slide a corner or whatever. Just like an exciting car, you know, just make it a good drift build. Trying not to put any more money into this. Now, that was probably fucked up how I said that, but it'd be cool to boost the car. That'd be cool, but I need to learn how to drive. I need to learn how to drift. That's the biggest thing. That's my first step. I think these cars are more than capable. And I think boosting this car wouldn't be that bad because it only has one intake, so that'd be cool. But yeah, man, just keep following along. I got some other clips because I've been just trying to figure out how I want to present this to you guys. I know I've been away for a while, so it's probably gonna have some random clips and stuff like that, but try to make it as aesthetically pleasing as I can. I'd say that this is part 1. I'm gonna try to make this a series. All right, and we're back. So I made a little setup here, cheap, super setup. This is the setup that's over there, like the table. Just brought it over here, cleaned everything up. Got the flywheel here. Some different products I'll be using today. High temp greases. Gonna assemble the fork assembly. Got a new slave right here. New transmission mount. Throw bearing. New OEM. This was like the upgraded Z1 kit. So yeah, I'm gonna knock that out. The pilot bearing is in the freezer. I'm gonna tap that in with using it's a 16 or no 15. Good lucky Huxley. And then I'll use my rubber mallet just so I don't damage anything. What else? You could probably also use like a block of wood instead of this, but I heard that this works pretty good. Just using like something that's gonna fit or gonna be the same size. New flywheel bolts. I'm gonna apply this red thread locker, the high strength. So I'm gonna apply it, let it dry, or I might hit it with, I think I got a heat gun right here. Oh, and then I ended up getting the pilot bearing out. So I went to my local AutoZone. Let's see, zoom in. Yeah. Blind hole puller set, OEM 27128. And this kit was really good. Like, it only took like 5 seconds. It didn't take long at all to get this. So I used this one. This nut was kind of messed up. You usually put the nut on there so it'll stop, but I didn't use that. I just used this one. Yeah, and this one worked really good. Came out in like 5 seconds. But yeah, I'm gonna work out all this stuff, clean the flywheel. Probably gonna start with these though, just to let these dry. And then yeah, I'll be trying to get this transmission assembled today. Put the new pilot bearing in, do the flywheel clutch. I haven't done anything into the inside, like to modify this hole at all. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I'm gonna just wait on putting the transmission in, and then this be the next step, kind of like getting everything prepped in here. Probably get like a sawzall or something to cut this out, or I might end up just slugging it with a hammer, honestly. Who knows? I know I need to take this out for the emergency brake, which came in. Manual drive shaft, I know you guys knew about that, but I got this. This came out of a 350Z, so it should, in theory, work pretty good. It's gonna be like right there. So yeah, just gotta move that thing out the way. So yeah. And I plan to get seats. I want to get seats in here on both sides. So this is a project for sure. So yeah, gotta get all these parts, but I got a lot of stuff. So what else? I also got, because I'm gonna wire these up, like wire the clutch pedal to actually like start the car once it's engaged. So I'm gonna wire it that way. I've got like the wires that I use, but all different miscellaneous bolts and stuff like that are parts. You know, they're gonna hopefully get this thing on the road soon. But yeah, I'm just gonna start with this, and then I've just been taking it slow, just trying to do everything right the first time, and we'll see how this goes. I'll just try to keep you guys, continue to keep you guys updated. All right, so we're pretty much done here. Got the new fork, bearing, and sleeve assembly on. New springs, new slave installed. This transmission CDO9 did not come with the hardware for the slave, so I had to source these from like my local hardware store. I think I picked them up. At maybe Advanced. Pretty sure Advanced. But yeah, this is the spec for those. It is. Oh, if this shit will focus. Probably won't focus. There we go. So M8 by. Alright, so I'm pretty much finished with the refresh now. I got the new fork, bearing, sleeve, all new springs, greased up appropriately. I had this boot already. I cleaned in here. Maybe the last person who owned the car might have had a rear main seal issue. It was kind of gunked up, but it looks way better now. I know it still looks rough, but it looks way better. You can see that Z1 stamp right there. This is a little rusty, but I don't know if I'm too concerned with that. I did put some, I cleaned it, made sure that it was clean. New slave right here. I had to source the bolts for the slave because it didn't come with this trans. So I bought these 8 by 1.25, and then they're 35 millimeter bolts, hex bolts, and pretty much they fit to a, I think it's a, let's see, you're gonna use a 13 to tighten those boys down, and then I think I'm gonna torque them down to 17 foot-pounds. But yeah, super easy install, very cool. Always was curious about this and how this system worked, but yeah, I'm happy I got it installed, and we're just knocking stuff out. Had to use a hammer, a rubber mallet, and I used this block of wood, and then I went and grabbed this from my local auto store. This is like an exhaust adapter. You can see the specs right there, that's the size, and it fit right in the middle, like this area right here, fit in the grooves of the throwout bearing, so I could pretty much use the wooden mallet, the rubber mallet and the wood to tap the bearing onto the sleeve. So this was really good to buy. Of course, got the transmission mount. I'll put that on next, and this transmission has pretty much been like received a decent, like, you know, basic maintenance refresh. Shifter seems good, you know, so cleaned it the other day, as hard as that may be to believe, but I did put some engine degreaser on there and just kind of just sprayed it with the hose, just knocked some of the dust off. I got the flywheel here, turn this off. Yeah, I use high temp grease to grease like the throwout bearing assembly, like pretty much where anything that makes friction, I use this high temp grease. What else have I done today? Did these flywheel bolts. I used red thread locker on the top, like on this portion right here towards the top, and then I greased the base of each one, just so, you know, I don't want them to there to be like hella friction. It is gonna get warm. This car, DEs get really warm. So yeah, just preventative stuff pretty much.
we'll find out if this is going to be detrimental or not, but this came with the kit. I don't know if this is necessary. Yeah, I've actually never seen this piece before, but it looked like it may have gone with this assembly for the fork, but yeah, I don't think so. I didn't run that. Blue Loctite over the new pilot bearing, or what goddamn, what is that shit called? Some type of a it's like the bolt that the throwout bearing lays on, that it goes into that indentation. But yeah, I used this blue thread locker and torqued it to 20 foot-pounds. Use a needle nose to get the that spring into the fork. Actually, I think I need to go get my the pilot bearing because it's been in the freezer, so I'm gonna grab that and I'm gonna try to get it into the crank. Pilot bearing is now in. It's pretty smooth. You just want to get it flush with the crank, and you want to use a socket that fits like the outside. You don't want to hit the inside because you want the input shaft from the trans to be able to go in smooth. But yeah, that was pretty easy trick or tip or trick is just putting the pilot bearing or bushing into the freezer, and it makes it more malleable, and it literally slipped right in with relative damage to the rim, which isn't that important, but yeah, the rigidity of it is still intact, so we're good to go. All right, just came to the back side of the transmission and installed the new Z1 manual transmission bushing, so that's in now. Yeah. Use the good old torque wrench, impact wrench, or whatever, Ryobi, to get that done super quick. Better than turning your wrench over and over again. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good place to stop for today. I mean, I might pick up in a minute, maybe try to knock out some more stuff, but I'm kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna eat and then still letting these dry. Once they're at a better point, or maybe I'll throw some heat to them. These flywheel bolts, try to go ahead and throw in the flywheel, clean it, throw it in, and then maybe start working on the clutch here. And then I think that'd be a really good stopping point, honestly. Because next is wiring, fitting the master cylinder from the inside. Is gonna go in like there somewhere. Yeah, towards the bottom. So I miss her, man. That's why I'm trying to work so hard to get her back on the street. So y'all like, comment, and subscribe so I can get this car tuned again, retuned again for the cheapskis. All right, so we're under the car, and as you can see, I got the clutch, flywheel, pressure plate all installed. Will this come out? I don't know. Should come out. Ugh. So that's how everything is in. I just gotta torque these 9 bolts to spec, and we should be good. New lightweight flywheel, Z1 6-puck clutch, Z1, you dig, little plate here. Very weird install. Way harder than doing the 370s, only because of these aftermarket parts and the fitment not being like perfect. The flywheel itself, I had to kind of jimmy it on, onto the crank. That was interesting. I just had to stay persistent and eventually slipped on. I did apply like a little grease, like a thin layer of grease, just to help it lubricate, slip on there. That's what she said. 6-puck clutch obviously goes in easy when you have what you need. Input this clutch kit came with this tool right here to align it, the alignment tool. And then you just pretty much, I put the bolts on, made sure that these fit these divots onto each 3, and I actually sanded these holes down just a little bit just so these divots could like fit through, because I was putting it on there and it wasn't fitting no matter how much I shook it or whatever. So I just sanded each 3 of the holes, and then pretty much just like I did a star pattern, just like watching it ease its way onto the flywheel. And I've done this in the past, and I was just patient and didn't go hard, so I'm good. Everything is flush, so I should be good to send it. I know it's probably not recommended what I did, but I mean, it's worked in the past, and we'll just see. I mean, you guys will see if it blows up, right? So definitely make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I know this is a super long video, but I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. And yeah, hopefully it pays off. I'll try to get this car started soon. All right, so we are back in the G. It's been a few days. I kind of drew out the line and where I kind of want to cut on this thing. So yeah, hopefully this works. I've only seen people really, like, I've seen people use like bolt cutters or whatever just to peel this back, just bend it back and cut it and bend it. But I ended up buying this from Walmart. So we're gonna see if this thing works. And I got a few other blades, so no excuses. So we'll see what we can do about this. All right, so update. I tried to put my Star Wars window screen over on this side because I thought sparks were gonna fall. Also put a blanket down. No sparks, so that's good. This thing cuts like butter. I definitely recommend this. This has been super easy. I'll show you what I've done so far. Literally just like where I drew the lines I cut, and it wasn't perfect, but I ended up bending it, and look how much space we have. Just if you can look to the floor, hella space for the for the shifter to be in there. I'm gonna try to clean this up. This shit's hella sharp, so be careful. I'm probably gonna sand this after all this. But yeah, this shit cut really, really smooth. I bent it, and I'm probably gonna cut it some type of way. But yeah, maybe I'll try to get these bolts off. But yeah, to have more space. But yeah, it's coming along. So I'll have a place to get the shifter in, and then I just ordered some more trans fluid, and I got some more transmission bolts, like some fresh ones. I think this, yeah. They just changed the bottle, but this same thing, and then I already got brake fluid. So yeah, we're good on that front. Posted the Tome for sale, so if you guys follow me on IG, I'll probably drop it. Tome is for sale. So are these ISR Y pipe. It's got the Tome's got a little defect, but for the most part, it's cherry. Look at that, like somebody sucker punched that guy. But yeah, she's mostly cherry. But yeah, she is for sale, and I'm very happy about that. Definitely 10 out of 10 recommend. I did get this from Walmart, the Hyper Tough, and it definitely is. So yeah, super clean. And then what I was gonna try to get the brake pedal in, and then start working on the clutch, because I got this cutter 1/4 hole dozer. Got this from freaking Home Depot. I got it from Home Depot. I think it's like 20 bucks, something like that. I don't know, 12 bucks, something like that. I don't remember. Got extra blades, but I don't even need these, so I guess for future jobs. But yeah, super clutch. So I'm gonna be getting this in soon. And then what I've seen on social media is people are using the master cylinder, like the gasket, to prep the hole for the master cylinder. So yeah, this is the next venture, is getting this sucker in, which, I mean, people are doing it, so I'm sure I can do it too. But super cool having all brand new parts. Happy I didn't cheap out on anything. Well, we'll see, because the trans is kind of like iffy. I'd say that I think it's a CDO9. Everything indicates that it's a CDO9. Like, I even went into into here, like broke it down, and oh shit, almost fell. I'm pretty sure there's like, it's like the difference between the CDO1, CDO9 is like the pressure plate or something that's in there. It's supposed to be one solid one on the CDO9. In the comments, you guys share knowledge, because it may very well be a CDO1, but I don't know. So we'll see. I think it's a CDO9. From what I've seen and how to like look into these transmissions, everything's telling me that it is a CDO9. The dude that I bought it from told me that it came out of a G35 with 88,000 miles. So He said it was a rev up 06. So that's the only trends that came in these. So yeah, and it's kind of cleaned a little bit, but it's dirty. It's gonna be under the car. I just want to know if it's working. I'm gonna drain fluid. I don't think there's any fluid in here. I hope not. But if there is, I'll just get it out. I'll tip it over into my bucket. And yeah, I definitely don't want to keep rambling. I'm gonna just try to keep locking in. Okay, took a minute. I had to come onto the passenger side of the car, but I got that area kind of cleaned up. It's kind of crooked, but it's not, doesn't need to be perfect, but I'm pretty happy about that. That's pretty clean for me. So yeah. Okay, so it took a minute, but I finally cleaned this up a little bit more. Got that part cut out. So yeah, this should be straight. And then on to these pedals. Let me see. Got to do the brake booster. It's like a cotter pin somewhere in here that I got to remove. All types of fun stuff. And then I'll be switching over the sensors from this brake pedal to the manual brake pedal. And yeah, this is going to be the fun part. This is where the fun start begins. Right here. Everything else to this point has been moderately easy. But I've seen a lot of people have trouble with this or say that this was the hardest portion of the entire project. So I'm really going to just try to take my time and just see what I can do.